Yeah, because invariably the choir is like a boot camp. You're a soldier, so you'll be trained and then you'll be sent out there. And when you're sent out there, if you're wounded, you come back, heal, go back again
Go back.
with better skill. So it's a circle. You keep going until you keep getting better. What's a disciple? Disciple is a soldier of Christ. That's where you're spiritually alert because you'll be on there speaking life to people. You're emotionally stable because everything is open when you're in the choir. Your emotions are high, you're singing, you're vulnerable, everything is open for you. Your body, your voice the more you exercise, the better your voice. So everything has to be in check. That's why it's a good place to disciple people. It's a good place to bring people up in God and also to structure every area of their lives. If somebody who just stepped into the choir came to you and they had an embarrassing moment, how will you advise them to navigate those moments moving forward? Like they are down and they're like, oh man, I just had this and I don't know if I want to continue. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how, how will you speak to that person? Starting from, somebody, she's new in choir. She went on stage, took praise and worship. It went terribly bad. And then she's feeling bad and she comes to you and says, hey, I'm feeling bad about this thing. I don't know if I can continue in choir. I don't know if I have the capacity to go on. She's pretty good. She just knows that she just had a
She's
bad time.
good. Those were the questions I wanted to ask because I was like, it
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah.
The person is good and you're new. I'll tell her, see, mistake happens.
Mhm.
I've been there. Things happen. So if it's not if the thought is not from, oh, I was corrected, I don't like it when people talk to me like that and everything. If it was just because the performance on stage was bad, like
Mhm.
we learn, relax. Like another thing is, it's not you, it's God. So
Mhm.
just be calm. It's one of those things that happen. If we do not make mistakes, we do not know how to move from it. And someone said, if someone who is not ready to fail is not ready to learn or change, something like that. If you are tired, if you are too you don't like to fail, you don't like to fail, you don't want anything to like you have track record.
Want it to
I
be
don't want to fail.
perfect, yes, all
You
the
won't be able
time.
to improve yourself. So if you are learning new things, if you are taking up new challenges, there is a tendency to, make mistakes. There's a tendency to fail. So it's good to go. Not everyone has to go through it. Some people are really good, but if you have such experience, it will happen. Another one will come. Like, in fact, you will do something better. You will make mistakes later. You will thank God for it, and you'll be shocked that sometimes even your errors, people don't see it. It just like sometimes they just don't see it. I've made mistake even on recent. I'm like, what is going on? And sometimes there I'm not hearing loop, but I can't blame them. You get like there's some things that we don't even just go over. I recently made mistake while I was singing. Of recent, like really recent, maybe the last week. But then nobody came to me. It could be because they might have thought that she maybe something just happened. Sha. You get it? Just Yanu can sing on some other days like better, so we know it's just one of those things. So, but like I wouldn't want it to weigh me down.
For
It's
sure.
if you are here, you for that thing that made you decide to be in the choir would still be in your mind. So one mistake shouldn't, or just a few mistakes should not be something that will make you think that I don't think I can do
Maybe
this
it's not for
again.
me, yeah.
And if it's by correction, I remember when I joined this choir, it wasn't rude. It was really nice. I appreciated the fact that I had feedbacks and like I'm really good at getting feedbacks and working on it. I knew it was a new environment. So, and I felt like at some point when I was corrected, I felt like the corrections were getting too much at some point. Like just thoughts will come. It depends on what you use it to do. You get so it was like, but then I had to pray about it, and I was like, okay, this it seems like this is a phase where you get corrected. So whatever correction that comes, take it, look at it, dissect it, test it. What can I do with this? Do I need it? Do I actually need it? Or do I actually get it? Okay, maybe I would have just worked on it later, even if it was not said. So just taking all the corrections, take no offense. So whatever of correction that came, either by call or in person or this or that, some were rude at some point. But like I knew I was in the correction phase, and that was between me and God. So anything that came, I just went with it. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
so you have to. God is still number one in everything. So yeah, you do well. That's what I was like.
Absolutely.
You do well. You have the
You'll
talent.
be all right last.
You'll be all right.
So the idea
Yeah.
is the hashtag is you are going to have recurring pink ribbons moments. You are gonna have recurring pink ribbon moments. It's not. It might be like maybe space of 1 year, 2 months, but you because the thing is we're always learning. You don't know what's best every time, right? So if the person came to me and you are crying, first I'll ask you, why are you here? I
I
understand,
think you asked
yes.
me one time.
I did.
It wasn't based on any correction or anything, but she just asked me, "Why are you here? Hope they did not
Okay, I
force
think
you
it
to
was
do
the first
it."
time, or the first time I met you, and you were with
Yeah.
Auntie, this person. I was like, hope they are no saying you actually want to join by yourself with your own two left legs. So if you leave, is you by yourself you are leaving, right? Because
Right.
it's easy for someone to say, oh, you sing nice, so you come to join the choir, and then it takes an immature person to say that, but you are the one that told me to come to choir, not because oh they wanted to do it because they were cajoled into doing it or they didn't make their choice on time, right? And we've had like series of that kind of events happening before, that people start really strong and they're like very lollygagging, they don't really want to do anything, and you can't talk to them because someone brought them. They didn't come by their own self, right? So I'm like, why are you here to begin with? Like, are you here to improve yourself? Are you here to work for God? Like, what is your goal? And if the correction is bad, humans are going, like, choir is the place that you're going to be offended. You're going to love the person that offended you. You're going to fight for that person that offended, and you're going to ask yourself, like, but this person
See
offended
how
me,
far
right?
we have
That kind
come.
of thing. So, like, it's a lot that goes into it, and you're like, God rebuilds your, like, who you were. Like, if you're working for God, who you came as is not what's going to leave that situation. You're going to be refined and changed in so many ways, right? So, and you don't even know how you're going to be. You might be like a stubborn person or a person that talks back a lot, right? And then later you're very calm and you don't even wonder why you're calm. It's the people you are meeting, you're around, right? So I would ask, is it correction? How do you take correction so we understand where it's at, right? How do you express yourself? Because sometimes if you're being talked to, you want to lash and say, "Ah, you don't talk to me that way." Sometimes it might be from a place of love, but that person is not equipped enough to give you that information in love. So God kind of opens your hands that take the information, like you said, take the information, do what you want to do with it. Don't
Dissect.
condemn that person because that person is just in that space to give you that information. And if you feel a certain way, I don't appreciate being talked to that way. I've loved for you to talk to me that way. Right. And some people are very feisty. They don't hear word regarding. I'm not like age has taught me that age is nothing but a number.
Mm.
Age is not is but a number. You might be married, you might be at the verge of getting married, you might finish school, you might be only studying something very important, and your communication skill is bad to the core, and you are like, but I wonder this person. So don't look at them as they are mature or anything. Just take the words they say, like you go to your father in prayer. Now in that carry conde, you're not doing it for any man, and just do what you
Absolutely.
need to do. So I would ask questions. So the answer, like I'm not giving you what's the word? I'm not giving you an advice. I'm hearing what you are saying from all the questions I'm asking and then reiterating back to you. I'm like, you've said this, right? So I think we need to work on that. And it's going to take a while. So it's change doesn't happen in one day. It's going to take a while. And you are still learning, you're still changing, and you're still going to get better. You might be the person that will offend somebody later.
Right.
So just take that in mind. So like I would also gravitate to their sadness and say, God will help you. I'm not going to be too harsh. God will help you and you're going to be okay
So,
and hug them. You're loved. But yes, reality is this is a job. We're
mm.
here to make friends and everything, but this is a job that we're doing. And God wants what
Serious
perfect.
business.
Is it perfection? I'll call it. God wants excellence in what we're doing. I think Lucy said one thing. We don't have to sing. Not come to like he wants excellence in what we're doing. Get. Thank you.
Yeah, I think sorry,
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
just to add, like for someone who is new in the choir and you just had one incident and then you're saying that I don't think I can do this. I feel like I would. It just occurred as we were talking. Truly, did somebody force you to get here? I feel like like there should be that bubbling energy that, oh, I'm in the choir, things like that. Like, I feel like it's too early to you say that, this person is already talking to me anyhow. If you didn't have like that conviction to join the choir, the choir department, it's not beans, it's not
So,
even time. We do 3 hour rehearsal, 4 hours. You
mm,
spend money, you spend time, you lose your voice, you do a lot. Like, you sacrifice your money for data
they
to
would tear
buy
your
uniform.
emotions
You
and put
get
it back to be better.
you throw your introvert, your extrovert,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they will look at some people look at it. Maybe this guy, they jump up and down. Then
Mhm.
it's choir. It's
Yeah.
so I feel like someone who is just coming. What is your conviction? What are your reasons?
Mm.
Exactly.
Are you here because you just want to use your talent? Let them know that I can drum. And the day you do not drum when they spoke to you, they say, I know they do again. They don't even appreciate me. It's beyond that. The choir
Absolutely.
department is beyond that. It's a serious business. God does not take it with levity. I mean, the choristers in heaven, the devil was part of them. So it's also a place where the devil is always after. So we want people with like minds, with good minds in the choir as well, with the right mindset. You are joining with the knowledge that, oh, I am standing to usher people to God's presence. I'm helping people to worship God. And, as God will help me. So, yeah, ask them for their conviction. Why are you in the choir?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Very much
I
needed.
totally agree. Yeah, because invariably the choir is like a boot camp. You're a soldier, so you'll be trained and then you'll be sent out there. And when you're sent out there, if you're wounded, you come back, heal, go back again
I'll go back.
with better skill. So it's a circle. You keep going until you keep getting better. That's what I'll tell you. Like, it's a circle. You go, get wounded sometimes, come back, heal, go back again. Heal, go back again, and then your muscle begins to, that muscle energy, you begin to grow into maturity. So if you belong to a choir that is structured, is a whole system of discipleship. What's a disciple? Disciple is a soldier of Christ. That's where you're spiritually alert because you'll be on there speaking life to people. You're emotionally stable because everything is open when you're in the choir. Your emotions are high, you're singing, you're vulnerable, you know, everything is open for you. Your body, your voice the more you exercise, the better your voice. So everything has to be in check. That's why it's a good place to disciple people. It's a good place to bring people up in God and also to structure every area of their lives. You have to learn songs, you have to be disciplined. You have to, learn the lyrics. All those things help you not just as a choir member, but it's a skill that is transferable. So even if you're feeling bad, if you, it's just one of those things that comes with choir, and it's in itself, that thing in itself might hurt you, but it's actually something that makes you better. You know, you're more mentally resilient when you're in the choir. You're hardly ever embarrassed. You're in stage and you're totally embarrassed. What can somebody do to you? So your capacity as a human, if you've really been honed in the choir, you're so much more better. So you'll be better off, even if you're feeling pain now. In the end, you come out, a complete human being. Character check, you know, everything check, spiritual check. That's if you're going through the choir that is led by a spirit-filled leader. So whatever you're going through, it's all for the best. Actually, if you're not going through anything, then you're not growing. you know so the more you go through, it means you're stretching, you're becoming better. So that's it. That will be all for today. You guys were so insightful, and the stories are just coming back to back, back to back, back to back. Such a beautiful episode. I thank you so much, Shay. Thank you so much, Yano, for being on the episode today. I pray that the Lord continue to bless you and keep you strong. And for my people, thank you so much for staying with us. If you have stayed with us to this point, it means that you're drawing value from this. So please subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. If you have any questions, any topic you want us to treat, please add that to the what's it called again?
Comment section.
Comment section.
Yeah, so sorry, comment section. Please add that to the comment section below. And yeah, so that will be it for today. Thank you for showing up for us, and keep singing. The Lord bless you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, guys.